Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Symphony. Symphony Entertainment Gaming and Arts is my gaming company that focuses on horror systems, indie games, organic content, and player agency in an attempt to bring a symphonic approach to horror role-playing. I am your host and your storyteller, Bridgett, and we are back with Sanguine Arts, Symphony's very first Vampire the Masquerade campaign. We have one announcement. If you like us, if you love us, back us. It sincerely help us. Back us on Patreon at patreon.com/Symphony Entertainment. We have backer benefits. We have backer shout outs. Backers are able to make NPC appearances here on the stream. They are also able to create delicious characters like Chris Pratt did with Harpy Natasha. That was immaculately portrayed by Tiffanie. That was absolutely delicious. And depending on how this recording goes, you're going to see a few more of those backer bonuses in real time in play, or it might happen next recording. We will absolutely see. But if you like us, you love us, please support us at patreon.com/Symphony Entertainment. With that being said, red lines have been discussed with the cast and crew. Our safety tools are the X card and the green, yellow, red traffic light method. If a safety tool is enacted, there are no questions asked. There's no judgment passed. We can tell darker, more horrifying stories if we're safe and we're all genuinely having a good time. It's a role-playing game. This is something that we come to play. So keep each other safe, stay in touch with each other, and without further ado, let us unveil this cast. Cast members, please introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where people can find you, and who you are playing tonight. We're going to go in reverse order and start with Tiffanie.
Hi, I'm Tiffanie. I play Ivy, the Banu Hakim, and you can find me on most social medias as Color Cat Designs. You can also find my art online. And I am the sacred secret keeper in the Discord.
Her poker face is, let me tell you, undefeated.
And we cracked it last recording. I want that on record.
Doc, tell us who you are, where people can find you, and who you're playing tonight.
How's it going, everybody? I'm Doc. I am playing Connor Rowe, the Ventru. You can find me on various Discords and at my Linktree, linktree.com/DocBones, where you can find stuff that I've written, stuff that I've run, stuff that I've played in. It's actually taking off to be a thing now. Like, I feel like a real boy now. I have a real Linktree.
I'm a real boy. And last but totally not least, Tracey, hit us, baby.
Hello, I'm Tracey. I am playing Leah, the Thin Blood, who definitely has great luck. And
for sure.
Definitely. I can be found on most social media as Mythical Magpie. I've got some things for sale. I've got some art, some stuff to say. And that's pretty much where you can find me. Also, I'm here a lot now. I think I'm a Symphony streamer at this point.
For sure. Undeniably. One of us. Oh, amazing cast. And guys, Carl is on vacation. If you heard that in the last recording, we do two recordings in one sitting. So this is 2 episodes back to back where Carl is unfortunately not with us, but we will be seeing your favorite brouhaha in upcoming episodes and in upcoming symphonic notes. So without further ado, guys, welcome back to Sanguine Arch, a modern tale of personal and political horror for Vampire the Masquerade, taking place in modern nights here in Columbus, Ohio. Ivy, would you be so kind as to read to us the chronicle tenets?
Never endanger or betray the domain. Our community is stronger together. Unapologetically defend the traditions. They keep us safe. Ambition is rewarded. Liabilities are destroyed.
Perfect. I mentioned this in the previous episode. I'm going to mention it here as well. Continuity is going to do what continuity wants to do, and I don't care. Y'all going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Cass is going to be okay, and we're going to rock this story out. So we are going to focus in on Leah. But prior to us actually focusing in on Leah, because this could get very colorful very quickly, depending on how things play. I don't have a lot planned here. I'm going to lean on the cast to help with the storytelling and the inspiration. I do think this is a good time for us to come back together as a group and possibly do a debriefing. We started off with you guys not talking to each other at all. And then we were very connected. We've had some symphonic notes that spread us out all over the place. Lots of additional intelligence captured, experienced, things of that nature. And then this previous full cast episode, at least, they were mostly solo scenes at all. So I think the table and myself and the viewers, honestly, would benefit from the group getting together. Where would be a great place for you all to get together? Have you guys discussed potentially coming up with a centralized location, a meeting point, a headquarters. I'm sure Kevin may have some ideas, but Kevin's not here, so we're just going to create around and through that space. Or you guys just going to meet at Waffle House? Does Waffle House actually shut down, or is Waffle House 24 hours?
24.
Okay, so you're not meeting at a Waffle House. So are you meeting at a closed down restaurant, closed down library, at one of your havens? Where are you guys meeting tonight?
Um, we could meet at Angel's house.
Oh,
Oh, you kept the deed on that?
Yeah, of course you
Tiff.
did.
Oof. Okay. So we're
Would
going to
she
be
tell
meeting
us?
at Angel's house.
Would she tell us that or just give us instructions?
Just probably send an address,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then you guys can. If you guys know, you guys know.
I don't see that that's a thing I would know.
Mm-mm. So
Okay.
you guys are connecting as a coterie for one of the, well, not one of the first time since you guys made it official. Since you had the ritual that bonded you guys. I'll re-say that word. You didn't bind each other to each other, but bonded non-blood. You connected with each other. So no, that'd be perfect. Let's pull you guys over to Angel's house, and can we just start in media res right there? All right. What room do you think you have everyone set up in right now, Ivy?
Probably the living room slash dining room. Yeah, like it's like one of those open, like the main floor is like open, so it's like kitchen bleeds into dining room, bleeds into living room kind of thing.
Yeah. Nope. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to surrender it to you guys so you guys can get caught up because there's a lot moving back and forth. But versus doing, hey, I walk in scenes, you're just
Mhm.
there, you've done the initial greetings, and conversation is mid stroke.
There, I will show up. Leah will show up. And the only thing that I'm going to mention before we just jump in,
Mm-hmm.
for people who might pay attention to these things, there's no longer a tie wrapped around her hand from when we cut our hands to bleed, or she cut her hand to bleed.
Mm-hmm.
But there is still a bandage. And she's kind of leaning and favoring her right side a little. Um, for those who don't know, including the viewership,
Mm-hmm.
because of Leah being a thin blood, she cannot call upon vampiric blood to heal herself. So she heals like a person heals. And it's been a few days since we did our ritual, and it's been a few days plus one since she got into a fight with a bunch of Amish gangrel. And so while I don't know how much each of the characters would know,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get that description out. And she does have a little box in her hand with like a bow around it.
Um, sorry, allergies or something.
Oh, honey,
Anyways,
it's that year, honey. Oh.
Ivy will probably just be like sitting on the couch, um, waiting for everybody just to like sit around. But she's looking at Leah the whole time and waiting to like see like when Leah's like ready or open to her talking to her.
I think
Connor
that
will just sit in one of the chairs, tied, loosened, not saying anything.
um, I feel like there's more information that I need to share. Um, but how are you guys doing?
Um, well, it's a wild one. Um, are you prepared for some information?
Yeah.
As soon as you said, my face just goes, fuck, more information.
Um, and as she comes to sit to have a seat, Leah will hand the small box to Connor. I hope I didn't ruin it. I'm sorry.
I'll pull the bow and open the box.
His tie is in it, and it looks to have been laundered. It's not ruined. It has been laundered probably at some type of laundromat or someplace that would know how to handle it.
Thanks. I'll look at her and say, "Oh, your makeup looks nice today."
Thanks. Ivy, you wanted to say something?
Yeah. So, Leah,
That's me.
we need to crush your phone. We need to get you a new car, and you cannot stay at home.
What do you mean? I'm sorry. I don't understand.
So Gloria, being Gloria,
Yeah.
and the clan that she is.
Yes.
So she is obsessed with you and has tracked you and has put trackers on you and all your things. She's not doing okay. Like other clan members are worried.
If I get rid of my phone,
We'll get you a new one.
but my mom's won't have my number. They're the only people that have it that aren't.
Kevin can do something.
Yeah.
He's got. It's, dare I say it, the brewhouse a whiz kid.
Yeah. I mean, this is just my suggestion. We can find out what Kevin can do and can't do because, he knows more about technology than I do. I'd rather just burn everything and start over. But I understand you have other things going on. That's okay. Just be aware that anything you say or do or where you go, she knows.
I mean, I'm not keeping anything secret from her. What do you recommend? You recommend trashing everything.
So what has driven her from what I understood from my contact? So the Malkavians have a main person that sees visions a lot stronger than the rest of them. This person delivered a vision to Gloria, and Gloria is trying to change whatever the outcome of that is. And she's getting obsessed with everything. And like she's not in a good place because she's obsessed with this vision and how it changes. What it has to do with you, I'm not exactly sure.
Oh, come on. You can't.
I don't know. I wasn't given that information. I also rumor has it that Edmund was not beckoned.
Percy was.
Because she told you?
It's not because she's suffering more than me, way more.
Yeah, but do you know what her particular illness is exactly?
She gets incredibly sad. I know that things happen, but
do you think maybe she's suffering because she did something to try and change that vision? And now she's sad at the choice she had to make and it didn't do what she wanted?
oh, okay. So I didn't really get a chance to tell you everything, but when we were fighting with the Amish gangrel,
Wait, who's we?
Justice and I.
Why were you fighting Amish gangrel?
I swear I told you that. There's been a lot of things happening, but so remember when I said the place that I fed I can't feed anymore?
Yeah.
I still don't,
because all the animals died.
I still don't know what happened, but there was this Amish vet that showed up and he essentially told me to meet him in this place, somewhere in the woods out by the farm. I called Justice. He met me there. I'm trying to remember if I can remember everything right, but there was a fight, and Justice went, he kind of kicked me out of the circle of them, and then they were kind of chasing each other. Someone frenzied. Um, and when someone got close to the arches, and I think there were at least three, if not more. Bridgett, is that correct? Were there more than that, or just the three sets?
There were more. You were at a railroad crossing. So
Mhm.
where the iron disappeared into the wood over the gravel, those catenary, however we pronounce them, arches were the ones that would be feeding electricity to the line. So it was a long row of them. Three is all that you guys interacted with, but if you look the opposite direction, there were rows disappearing to the west and another row disappearing to the east. It's what feeds or fed those locomotive lines.
Okay. So he ended up interacting with like three of the arches that were kind of along this row. And each time he did, there was like it was like a movie played in my head. Um, and two of them, I think, were directly related to how I came about. But one of them was with Edmund, Mr. Prim, and Nia Glass sitting around this like round table. There was a woman pacing and watching, and like this effeminate man. Um, they were having some kind of meeting, and Edmund said, "We need to discuss our timing. We couldn't have been more wrong." And that's all I got. And then the like vision or whatever, the movie that was playing in my head just dissipated, and I was back. And I didn't know if that was something that had happened. I don't exactly know when it happened. And I thought maybe it was before the beckoning, but I don't know. Mm. I feel like that group of people may have been a coterie, or at the very least, they were part of a discussion about the future of this domain. I don't I don't know what that means, but I think that if Edmund was part of something, I don't think he shared it with her. And I think she's just scared and hurting and obsessing because she's lost everything. But I can also understand not knowing enough about this place and all the people and all the players.
Well, she puts the rest of us at risk if she's tracking you.
Okay.
Plus, we need to hope that we can get a hold of this same visionary. They are really cryptic about how, if they'll come and talk to you, but I know how to do it. I know where to go. So we can try and talk to them if they choose to talk to us.
Okay.
But we need to get you sorted before we do any of that. So I would suggest you um you talk to Kevin or go visit Kevin later tonight and see if he can sort you out. Um and you guys do know about the Malkavians and the arches on High Street, right?
I know that she didn't want to go near them.
So it sounds like all Malkavians cannot go near those arches without breaking down or screaming or being in pain or anguish, all the things. And I haven't figured that out either. And I don't
But-
know how the gangrel, well, the gangrel know a lot of things before any of us do. So they know something's going on. So I'm not surprised that they targeted you.
The family, I think, I don't know if they're all named Zook, but the head guy, his last name was Zook. Um, I don't know. I just wanted to share whatever I can remember. I'm still not even sure if it's safe for me to feed.
I mean, if you,
we can get you something.
yeah, I mean,
I've got a few ghouls at my disposal.
I,
No, I don't think you understand. I have a lot of ghouls at my disposal now. We can make sure you get fed.
I know, I just hate drinking from people. It's awful.
Can you do bagged?
It's awful because I love it. I
Can you do bagged?
yeah.
I've got. I'm assuming somewhere in my new stable of ghouls, at least one of them could get a few bags of blood from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just afraid to put my fangs in anybody. Like, what if I'm poison? I don't
It's
even
okay.
really know what I am.
You can't poison a Capri Sun.
Okay.
We'll make sure you get fed. Don't worry.
I also need to find my moms. They got moved, and I don't really know what's the entirety of what's going on there.
where'd they get moved to?
Someplace in Bexley. I think Gloria might be involved. I mean,
I can guarantee it.
what did they say to you? Why would they talk to you and not me?
Oh, because it's kind of so I did a favor for this person a long time ago. So I cashed in the favor to ask for information about what's going on. And yeah, so we started talking about the Malkavians in general and what was going on with them. And then we got more specific. So they brought up Gloria. And so then we had a bigger discussion. I can't remember exactly how it went. It was kind of a scattered conversation. So, but so it was basically payment for a favor I've done. So they didn't come and talk to you because they don't know who you are.
Yeah. I just was it the vibe that like she's being ambitious?
No, it's the vibe that she either needs to take a long nap or be done.
We need permission to give her a long nap.
Right. Well, since the rest of the clan is aware, I think they're working on it. They're trying to find a way or find someone higher than her to request that. Or they haven't made a decision yet because a lot of the Malkavians are not doing well.
When you say that, you don't really mean that she needs to die?
Well, that's one option.
I think that's exactly what Ivy's saying.
Well, the long nap is depending on how old she is and you know, her potency, she depends on how long of a nap. Because a lot of times, Kindred could take a nap, and for younger ones, it'll only take like a month or two, and it's almost like rebooting your computer. Sometimes, sometimes.
That only works half the time anyway.
I don't know. I've never had to do that, so
I've heard Prim talk about sometimes you come back. There's when you're saying it's rebooting a computer. Sometimes you come back, files are missing.
yeah.
And Leah, you've been around the Malkavians enough to know if they've escalated to we either need to torpor or kill her, Wherever that line is, that past the point of no return, she's got 1 foot over it already.
How can we support her? Uh, It's not her fault that Edmund left. It's not her fault that I got poached. She's lost everything more than me. And if even her own are turning on her,
I think it's a combination of everything because the Malkavians are suffering the worst right now. I mean, aside from the Tremere, but meh. Anyways,
So Asimite of you. That was so Banu Hakim. Way to genre. Yeah, fuck them.
but they're suffering really bad. So I think on top of that, plus whatever is going on with Edmund, like here's the thing that is concerning me, right? Is we're starting to see these um higher status kindred go missing or take a walk. I don't know. Like, because if Edmund wasn't beckoned and he left, where did you go?
that's what I was going to ask next. Where's you?
Yeah, you's gone. Edmund's gone. Um, we got Gloria losing her shit. She's gonna be gone in one way or another.
Please don't.
And
And I'm just gonna interrupt and say, and Prim's gone.
What do you
what
mean?
the fuck? That wasn't us. I haven't heard. That wasn't us.
Yeah, I've had bigger things to worry about than who did it, but he's been gone for days.
Just when you say gone, what do you mean?
I mean that Harpy Natasha brought me to a meeting and told me that I'm in charge of all of Prim's assets until he shows up. If he shows up. Nobody's heard from him for... I'm assuming this is at least the next day past that meeting.
Yeah. We'll do next day or
I mean, not that I'm counting days or anything. Yeah, I mean, I'm
timey-wimey. The event has occurred. Yes,
It matters
it's
to
been 2 whole
Jennifer.
months, really. But no, yeah, they called me down a couple nights ago and said that he's missing, and I've been trying to figure out how to handle the fact that he had 72 ghouls that I have to take care of.
Well, when's my turn?
To disappear?
No, to have Moses disappear.
Look, I got enough shit on my plate now figuring out these ghouls. Some of them wanted to stay, some of them wanted to fuck off to other masters. If this is what you want, I can pass you a few of them.
Oh, I don't want those. I just don't want
neither
Moses.
did I, but
Well, so I guess my thought is, so they're either all converging into a place and having discussions, or because you said you had a vision of them talking. So,
was Moses in that vision? Maybe he's gonna disappear. Ivy can get her wish.
No.
But you did say Prim was there and Edmund was there.
Yeah, it was Prim, Edmund, Nia Glass, and 2 people I don't know. A woman and a man.
I don't trust this. Because Prim, and I'm intentionally not saying the Mister at this point because he ain't here. He can't hurt me. Prim would never just go somewhere without leaving marching orders, and apparently my marching orders are to be a kennel for his kids.
Well, here's the other thing too, is that we also had a diplomat come into town. Ask me how I know.
How do you know, Ivy?
Because I'm on fucking babysitting duty.
I'll look around the house like
the
where is she
Tremere
then?
lady that was here?
No. No, this is some, I don't know what she is. Someone annoying that knows Moses. So
So why is she here then?
I don't know. She didn't tell me.
Well,
And I'm probably too low on the totem pole to be told. Because fucking siblings didn't tell me. Moses didn't tell me.
I mean, has Moses ever given you the full docket of information?
Well, if I need it, yeah.
No.
But it sounds like he's going to get in trouble by not telling me. So, I mean, we'll see. I don't like all of the political fuckery that's going on.
The accuracy of that statement.
That seems like an understatement of the century because, I mean, why would Prim be meeting with Edmund, Nia Glass, and
What's
you said you
strange
didn't
to
recognize the other two. I mean, could you describe them?
Yeah. The guy was, I mean, like, it's 2025. Like, I don't want to be rude or anything, but he was pretty, let's say, look, I've got two moms. He was very effeminate. He looked like, have you ever seen somebody famous up close? Like somebody really famous and like, it's just too perfect. It's too, like, their features are just too streamlined and too balanced. There's just something about him that felt like, and it wasn't necessarily even just like I was watching it on a screen. I felt like I was in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was a woman who was pacing. My brain wasn't really focused on what she looked like a whole lot, but a lot of this man, the girl was pacing around the room a lot. She was nervous and, or at least it felt like she was nervous. But like the guy, it was like he was sculpted to perfection, like by Zeus or whoever, who does the Greek sculpting, whatever, one of the sculptors.
Apollo?
I don't know. Uh, I didn't.
Regardless.
I barely graduated, so high school. So
Oh.
anyway, but like he was like sculpted by the gods, just too perfect. But also there was something almost feral about him. You know, like the way that Justice always looks like he's about to pounce or flee or go. He like just ready to move at any moment. That guy kind of had that feeling too.
So like a gangrel?
Uh,
A handsome gangrel?
That seems weird.
Yeah,
Could you
that's
put a
like,
clan on either one of them? Like if you had to?
Look, I know that it's just I've only been around for like 3 months.
Okay.
My journey has been,
Yeah, but you were with Gloria for a while, right?
yeah, but the one thing Gloria told me is to not make assumptions about the first thing you see in a vampire because it's all lies.
I mean, she wasn't wrong.
Okay,
yeah,
so
Ivy
then
looked
if
all
that
cuddly when you
wait,
first met
no,
her.
that's good because then maybe that sculpted to perfection is actually a nos.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, I'm going all Kevin on the conspiracies. I need to not.
Pulling a Kevin needs to be a thing now. Don't pull a Kevin.
I mean, but if
I spent
if
too much
they're-
time
if-
with him.
that person's a Nos, then
I mean,
Kevin has connections to them. I mean, I've been meaning to call him. I want to see what he can find out about Prim. I mean,
yeah, I mean, the other thing is, I mean, there are Toreador out there that are very pretty like that as well.
isn't that most of them?
Yeah. I don't know. None of them, neither one of those sound familiar though. Hmm.
If I saw them again, I might be able to identify.
What about where they were? You said they were sitting
Yeah.
at like a round table. Did you see any background stuff? What's on the table? What kind of table is it?
Um, it was dark. I think there was lightning outside. Um, they were sitting at a round table. Um,
It was
Bridgett,
definitely underground.
okay.
It was definitely underground. Yep.
I don't remember any other specific details about that specific scene. I remember some details about the other ones, but not really much more than that one.
Okay. What were the other ones like personal?
Yeah. Um,
Okay.
I mean, one
You
was
don't have to share. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't like relevant, for all of us information.
Leah will take her phone and like cover it up, like press it against herself and be like, I think they were about my sire. Both of them. I think she's not dead.
hmm.
If you see someone in bright colored booty shorts with red hair, that's probably her.
Who would go out dressed like that?
Any
Rats.
woman that felt like it.
Yeah, what Ivy said.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what that was what I meant to
As you
say.
said, Connor's gonna like fix his tie a little bit, I guess not everybody can be a Ventru.
Okay. Well, I want to wait until Kevin's free before we go find this visionary. Um, because he, so funny thing, uh, we have the same contact. We ran into each other. That sneaky little Bruja. So he knows how to find them too. So I think with us together, all of us, we might be able to get in contact. Um, but yeah.
I think I don't know about you all, but it feels like there are a lot of balls in the air,
Hmm.
and I am not catching them all. And I don't, I'm afraid I'm going to miss something. Do you think, I think at some point we're going to need to talk to the prince, but I don't think it's until we have a lot of more information.
I'm not convinced she's not a part of something.
Oh, I definitely think she is. I mean, from what I
But
understood, Gloria said that like bloodless praxis's almost never happen. And like you just disappearing doesn't make sense. So
right. I don't know that we have anything to confront her enough about, like
We
considering
can't.
our standing, unless we get some other people. But see, the people that would help us are disappearing.
And about that time, all three of your phones go off with that emergency alert that's tied to every kindred.
Son of a bitch.
It's not a summons, but as you pull out your pagers, your cell phones, your smartwatches, or however you receive this information, it's just a question coming from the Scourge's office. And it's, does anyone have a 20 on justice? Last seen 72 hours ago.
That's not good.
Well, here's what I find the most weird. None of us have been tapped to find them. When I say us, I mean Banu Hakim. To find any of them. Unless, which is completely possible, my siblings are assholes and they are on it and nobody's telling me. Where was
Everybody's
Justice
reporting
last?
missing for 72 hours. That can't be a coincidence. Prim's gone for 72. I get called in. Justice goes missing for 72. The
And then
entire domain gets called.
and then just as a storyteller awareness, 72 hours is typically the time frame when someone goes like, all right, where the fuck is this Kindred?
Right.
So that's usually the threshold when someone goes like, does
Okay.
anybody have eyes on this person? And that's all a you thing from when he instituted it, because Kindred take naps, they visit, they travel and whatever. But as a rule, either the clans or the primogen or their coterie, somebody has some type of read on what's going on. But as you guys have learned historically, if Kindred just start quietly disappearing and there's no communication about it, it's usually a hunter in town sniping. So Doc, your mind is exactly where it should be. Bridgett just wanted to clarify. I'm telling you as a storyteller, there's nothing fun going around with the 72-hour marker. It's just about that time when someone goes, has anyone got eyes on blah, blah, blah. If one of you guys went missing for 72 hours, at 73 hours, someone would be like, does anybody know where Ivy is?
Yeah,
So
I just
yes,
think
Doc, you are 100% correct. Your mind is right where it was, and I led you there by mistake. I'll at least clean that up and not leave that as red herring.
Okay.
Leah, to the question that was just asked to you, the last thing you remember vaguely that he was working on is he was on his way over to Fort Rapids.
That's right. That's right. He was checking out something at Fort Rapids. It's like an old abandoned water park and a hotel you can see it along the highway, but it's been abandoned for a while. And I think he was looking to see if there were more like me there. Oh God. I'm going to text him and then text Gloria.
Okay. The text to Justice goes unresponded. What do you text to Gloria?
Gloria, I don't know if you saw the mass text, but Justice is missing. Have you heard anything? And are you safe?
And you get almost an immediate response. No, period. I'm safe, period.
And then I will respond again. And the text will say Kindred Glory Foundation ?
You get a question mark back in response.
Please tell me that's you.
It is, period. And you know her conversational tone. She's being snippy with intention right now.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to stop by today. I'm worried. And that's, unless she has anything else to say, I'll leave it at that.
You see text bubbles, and it's almost like you're waiting, and then there's no reply.
I think we should go to this water park.
Okay.
I mean, if you guys want to wait for Kevin, then we should. I mean, I would like somebody that can punch things real hard.
I can go get something from my haven that might be able to help us.
Do you have a gun?
If you're willing to take a detour.
Sure.
As much as I agree we shouldn't go without Kevin, timing on these things if he's missing and something's gone wrong, this isn't the time to sit and wait.
Well, we can swing by Kevin's place and see if he's there.
Or text him to meet you there at the Fort Rapids too, yeah. Which would be great because by the time Carl will be back on the recording and he can meet you there.
So I think we should do that. Yeah, I'll let Kevin know either to meet us or I can pick him up. We'll go by your place. It's just Justice is the only person that we know where their last known whereabouts were or where they were supposed to be. We don't have anything to go on for Prim. We don't have anybody to go anywhere to go on for you, anything. So, and if they're disappearing and the NOS don't know, because then Kevin would know. Yeah, that makes me nervous. With all the other like hinky like magic stuff, And
Mhm.
I do that, and this is weird. Like, I'm not okay with it.
Yeah.
Look, I know that Justice is rough, but he's a good person. He really is. I don't I don't I, I don't want
I
anything bad. Oh
I don't
God.
have anything against him.
If he is gone, I'm not protected.
Yeah, you are.
No, in the Camarilla, I'm not protected.
Yeah, you are. You will be. It's fine. You will be.
You gonna take me under the accounting?
If I have to. Otherwise, Kevin will. We've already
And we'll
talked
see.
about this.
You see that look across Connor's face of if I could, I would.
But he got 72 other mouths to feed.
Right.
I mean, but also I'm gonna pull out my phone and just text Isabel, looking into something. Don't know if you got text about Justice, and then just close the phone. Not even like wait for the response.
Mhm.
Versus how I was behaving with Prim, checking in every step of the way. She's getting like the basest information,
Yeah. The bare
like
minimum.
a daily check in, and maybe like going to look for something back later.
And you notice that you don't get a read receipt on any of your communications with her.
Of course not.
And she's never responded. Ever.
Bitch.
Not once. Like after the second day of this, you're almost just like, am I completely off leash here? Does she care at all? And I don't know if that's something that fills you with dread or optimism, but either way, she's been completely non-responsive. You know that she was at least speaking to Harpy Natasha. That conversation at least was acknowledged, but she hasn't said a word to you.
Realizing that, I'm gonna write a note back. If you don't want this, just let me go.
No response.
I didn't expect one.
Mhm.
That's more like the response of like phone back in the pocket, walking to the car.
Does he say anything about that or no? He just keeps that private to himself.
You might notice it in his face. Kind of like looking back at the like sending this along and then scrolling back up and realizing the last read receipt was days ago.
Everything okay?
This accounting sucks.
But Prim's gone. Mr.
Yeah, it's not Mr. anymore now, it's Miss Prim.
Is he married? Oh
No.
God.
I'll tell you in the car.
Yeah, and my other suggestion is if Kevin or I, well, at least I can't speak for him, so I'm not going to. If I take over your accounting, you need to stay as far away from Gloria as possible. I understand you care about her. You're such a sweet, sweet summer child. But you need, for your own good, you need to not.
But she's doesn't have
She
any-
will eat you. Do you know what obsession does? She'll end up destroying you, whether she means to or not.
But then we need to have somebody look after her or they'll just kill her.
I think the clan is trying to make her take a nap. And that's clan business. Unfortunately, I'm trying to ease you in that a lot of this stuff you have to pull yourself away from. Like whatever's going on with Connor, there's only so much I can care about because some of that is clan business. I'm not privy to. It's none of my business. Same with my siblings and my stuff. You know, same with Gloria. You have to let the other Malkavians, especially because they're all so wound up right now that you gotta let them, you gotta give distance. I'm not saying you can't talk to her later or you have to cut all ties or you can never, have that relationship, but I think it's dangerous right now. Like that's the impression I was given, is it is dangerous.
Ivy's right, Leah. Sometimes you got to make a hard decision and cut a tie.
Mm.
Is Ivy getting into a car? How are we all?
Yeah, we can
Are we
get
all
in.
into the same car?
We're all getting
Yeah, we
into
can
the
all-
Ultima.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah.
taking Tracy's car.
No,
I
God
kind of
no.
want to kick it as we walk by.
I'm not even sure I didn't walk here,
Yeah.
because it stalled on me in a real bad way.
Oh, okay.
So I think
Constantly.
that when Ivy gets into her car, she sees a piece of green paper on the floor that must have fallen out, as she's been coming and going. Um, Leah agrees to whatever they say, and she gets in the car as well.
Well, Ivy will pick up the piece of paper.
So as you get in the car, Connor's riding shotgun.
I get to sit in back like I'm chauffeured around. I love
Hey, or a prisoner.
it. Okay, so if she picks up the piece of paper, it says there, I sent that to you. To get close is to fear pain and loss, but is living a life of stone worth it? We can all support each other.
First reaction is to roll her eyes. The second reaction is, aw.
Do I see you
Oh, I
emote
love it.
sitting next to you in the car?
You might hear her sigh. And then she'll just put it in her, coat pocket.
I'm gonna like note it. I'm hopefully noticing like there's at least a green sticky note, and I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm gonna kind of like do that real quick, like half turn back to the back seat as Leah's just
Yeah.
sitting there and not say anything.
And Leah is essentially in the back seat sending out texts to people that she might know to see if she can get information. She might not even notice.
Oh, I love it. Ivy, the drive up at this time of night up 70 West is pretty uneventful. Traffic slows, obviously, when you get to night, mostly a lot of semi trucks moving back and forth. But, your commuters, your delivery drivers, a lot of the traffic has minimalized at this point in night. And you have passed Fort Rapids on multiple occasions. Every time you've hit 70 West, as a matter of fact, it's strategically positioned to invite awe and spectacle. I mean, you've been in this area where people who are first time going on 70, their cars kind of veer because they're too busy trying to look at this monstrosity of a distraction. But as you're coming up 70 West and you look on your left hand side, you have a 3-tiered, multi-story, probably 15, 16 floors of a red brick building. It looks like it may have been either a Holiday Inn or a Marriott or something like that. That's completely shut down. Vines have crawled up the first 4 or 5 letters or levels. Windows are broken out. But the really cool thing, and like even now, it's still just cool to see, is this massive adjoining water park. It's called Fort Rapids. All the signage is still on this building as if it's still open, but it's been closed since 2016, 2017. It goes into escrow. It comes out. It goes under demolish orders, and then it comes out, and someone is injured and someone is not. It's just this revolving door, almost very much like the baseball stadium. It's just one of those echoes, those haunted locations, those just refuse to move forward areas of Columbus. But protruding out of the side of this building are these massive water slides that almost look like they reach over the freeway and wrap and turn. They don't, but just optically, that's what it looks like. They're still brightly painted. You could almost sense or feel the water running through them. But again, this place has been closed for damn near a decade at this point, if not more. But you're able to get off of the exit and you make the left and you are running through a very impoverished area of Columbus. This is where it's like liquor store, liquor store, liquor store, gas station, broken down building, liquor store, check cashing place, gas station, run down buildings. And you're able, yep, the perfect picture. Thank you so much. So you turn down a side street that is leading you into an industrial area. This is where you have like, the large warehouses that are all shut down for the evening. The street lights no longer are on overlight. It's just like, whatever your headlights are putting up, and then maybe a street light every once in a while. But everything is dark and wrapped in fencing. And you go over the railroad tracks. I need a chop from everyone, please. This is going to be... I'm so sorry. I just need to pull up anybody's character sheet really fast so I can see it. I'll pull up Ivy's. Guys, what I really enjoy for this one is going to be, I love wits and awareness if you got it. Your DC on this one is going to be a 3. We're going to throw chops in. 3, 2, 1. Storyteller has thrown paper.
Oh, mother, father.
Damn. Okay. Let's start with Tracey.
Okay, I threw rock.
Okay. So I beat you. Let's go over to Tiffanie.
I got scissors.
Scissors, and what's your total number?
4.
Okay, so you have a critical success at this point. Is your hunger over 3? Do we need to worry about that?
No,
You're probably
no.
okay. Yeah, you're probably okay. Beautiful. And then Connor and I, or Matt and we both got paper.
Paper, and I have 4 total.
And you have 4.
between-
So you're not a critical success, but you're a regular success. So,
I'll take it.
See what my stats are for that. If I have tied or won, that's a 7.
That's a 7. Listen, there's nothing
And
like
I just outright failed.
there's nothing like
Have you
winning
tried
like
throwing
winning.
the right chop?
Oh, the
For
disrespect.
anyone who may be listening to this later, Doc
Right.
is double bird.
Double birds. Ivy, your Nissan Altima is going over railroad tracks. And you come over and you're looking at old abandoned railroad tracks where you have like the iron and the concrete, but once you get to the grass, the iron isn't even there. That's been long gone. You look to the left, you look to the right, and it's the gravel, and then you have the forest that is pulling in. There's graffiti and broken bottles, and it doesn't really matter because you're going over the railroad tracks. It's not an active line. It doesn't matter. But when you go over, you have to throw on brakes for a moment because 2 things stand out to you. On either side of these railroad tracks, there's more of those catenary arches that Leah just described to you, filled with graffiti. A couple have like these shoes that are tied at the laces, hung over, that are strewn in the wind on either side. But you also see a vehicle that has driven down the railroad tracks and pulled off into the woods and has tucked itself in. You would have missed it, especially at night, but you recognize it as Justice's car. He must have parked here, hid off road, and then walked to the water park because you're 1 block away from the construction fence that is saying, keep out, no trespassing, as you're looking up at this monstrosity of a hotel and the water slides. And that is actually where we're going to wind up ending this episode, just as we are looking for time. So thank you to everyone has joined in live. We definitely appreciate you. If you're watching a replay, thank you for your time and your energy. We hope you've enjoyed the symphony, and we look forward to seeing you in another episode soon. Bye, guys.